Hello my lovelies, today we're going to talk about routine and specifically how we can try and establish a routine. I have 5 top tips for you today. But first, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. It really helps me and I would love to keep sharing my author journey with you guys. So first of all, what the heck is a routine in a pandemic? Who knows? I certainly don't. So these tips, yes, they're about creating routine, but they're more about how to create habits to try and get the things that you want to get done. So my first tip is to find your time. Some people work better in the morning, some people work better at lunchtime, in the evening, late at night. Find your time. You might have to wake up early a few days to see if you're more productive in that time. You could set yourself an hour or whatever time you have available late in the evening. See if that makes you more productive. It's all about finding the time that works for you. At the moment, we are in a pandemic. We're in a lockdown, and so I don't have a time that works well for me because I have to work around other routines. I have to work around my toddler's routine and my husband's work routine. So for me, it's about utilising pockets of time and forcing myself to use them. The more I use them, the better I become. So it's all about finding your time where you work best. So my tip number 2, this may sound weird, but it's about planning for the time you have, not for the time that you want to have. What I mean by that is if you always plan to do X, Y, Z, but in reality you only have time for X and maybe a bit of Y, you're never going to feel like you've accomplished anything, and therefore you're never going to feel motivated to want to do more. So scale back. How long is a task going to take you? Work that out. Work out what time you have available, and then only plan for that. Tip number 3 is environment. And again, this is maybe a bit tricky when we are in a lockdown and people are homeschooling, working from home. They might have children home more. So this can be tricky. So with that, think about your 5 senses, okay? Think about the sounds. So do you like to have music on in the background? Some people work really well with music, some people don't. It depends. I can't work with sound when I'm doing other jobs. When I'm writing, if I'm writing a really dramatic scene, I can get away with some dramatic music in the background, but other than that, I don't really work well with sound. Although I have gotten better at working with the Wiggles on in the background. Think about smells. I like lighting candles. About what you can touch, feel, comfort. Do you like having a blanket around you? Think about all those things that make you feel more comfortable and relaxed to actually be more productive. So step 4 is prioritize, and this links into planning for the time you have. So prioritize what's important to you. For me, that's my writing. That's what brings me joy. That's my priority. So I focus on that first. Then when I get the time, then I will do little jobs, like I'll do my blogs, I'll do filming, I might go on social media, I might do some research. These are all things that I do enjoy doing, but I could spend hours on those, and by the time I finish doing all that, I'm then too drained to do any writing. So I do my high energy task first, the thing that I want to do the most, my writing, and then I follow through after that. So it's about prioritising what's important to you. And step 5 is balance, okay? Again, probably quite important during a lockdown. So what do I mean by that? If you are constantly working, constantly trying to push yourself to fit more in, you're not getting that downtime, either physically or mentally, whichever is more prevalent in your work and in your life. So but you need that time away, you need to step away, and you will become more productive because of it. So if you're constantly on the go, your brain doesn't get that chance to rejuvenate and regenerate, and that's why sleep is so important. So I've talked about how to create a routine, and I feel like that's a little bit misleading. So it's not necessarily I wake up at this time, I do this, then I do this, then I have my lunch, then I do this, because when you're, to be fair, in day-to-day life, that rarely happens anyway, I find. So especially when you throw in a pandemic and a lockdown and everything else that comes with it, it can be really, really, really hard. I know I found it hard. So it's all about creating or utilizing ways to help you be productive. So think about finding your time. When do you work best? Utilize that. Planning for the time you have so that you feel motivated when you accomplish things. You know, think about your environment. Where do you work best? How can you make that environment work better for you if you're having to work in a different environment to what you're usually accustomed to? Prioritize, okay? Prioritize the things that you want to get done and need to get done, and then bring in other things as well. And then balance. Take some time. I found that when I do all of those 5 things, I am more productive and I get more done and I feel more accomplished. So I hope those tips have helped you as well. Whether you're a writer, whether you want to just get a bit more exercise in, whether you're trying to get more work done, whether you're trying to fit several different things into your day and wondering how you're going to fit them all in. Hopefully these tips might help you achieve some of those things, or I hope so anyway. They've definitely helped me. Every day is different. I'm not always on a set time schedule, but by utilising these tips, I'm able to keep on moving forward and doing my best every day. So, hopefully you liked that video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and don't forget to subscribe. It really helps me on my author journey, and I will see you soon. Bye!